Online people are able to see my screen. Okay, thank you. Okay, guys, in the last discussion, what is that? We need to send the request for approval to our respective hierarchy. That means manager or whatever it may be. In that case, we all discussed, I will create one object like leave request something. Okay, or existing object also you can use it, but better I will create one object. Okay, objects. What is the object name? Leave request. Leave request is an object. Okay, within that, the first record must be I am using some auto number. So leave request number or request number. Anything is fine. Request number, auto number. Okay, so the format is REQ000. So first request REQ001, 002, 003 like that. Okay, I'm creating one auto number. That's it, guys. Now save it. So I'm creating one object. What is the object? Leave request. Within that, the first field should be auto number. Now what do you want? We already discussed the leave request object. One second. So, one second, why it is not working, guys? This is the leave request object, guys. The object name is, we are already creating one. What is that? A request number. It is an auto number. Apart from that, what do you want? We need when the leave is started, right? When the end. So start date, nothing but which data type? Date. Then next. Okay. Next. What is the next? End date. When your leave is started, when your leave is ended. Date. Next. Any other? Purpose. Yeah. Purpose and any other subject, right? Reason. Subject or reason. Reason. Purpose or reason. Then reason is which type? Text. Text, enough? Text area. Why? I need to write some big, what is that text? So, sorry? Sentence. Text area. Okay. Next, any other? Any other? We all discussed, right? What is that? Type of request type. Type of leave. Which type of leave? Sick leave. Sick leave. Then casual leave. Casual leave. Then maternity, something like that. Okay. So that means what is that? This is the which type of data? Which type of field you will create? Pick list. Pick list. Okay, as of now, I will create these fields. What is the first one? Request number are done. Start date and date. Go to the fields. You know how to create the fields. I don't want to explain it again. Okay. What is that? Date. Start date is a date type. Next. Start date. Next. Visible to all. See guys, here profiles are there. So this field is visible to which persons? Which persons in our case, system administrator, and one more profile is there. Reception profile we are creating, right? Whenever in the demo, whenever I created at the time, I told you, hey, I will skip this as of now. I will explain in the later. Now see, in the demo purpose at the time, we are visible to all. Why? Because at the time, we don't know which profile, what is meant by profile or blah, blah, blah. Now we know the security, right? So I'm creating start date. This start date field, which people want to see? Which people means profile level. Field level security for profile. Which profiles we are using? System administrator, reception profile. So that's the reason I am giving the access of reception profile and system administrator. So that is the security. Got it? Understand the difference? Previously we are visible to all. Now we are adding to specific profile. Which people want to use this field? Understand, guys, online people. In the starting demo and now after 1 month, the difference. Understand everybody, online people. Yeah. Now next. What is that? See here, start date. It is a date type. This is the API name. See this field already added page layout name, which already one object page layout is there. What is the page layout? Leave requester. So this field automatically added. You don't want to add it. I don't want to add. Remove it. While you are creating the field, we are giving the security access. We are giving whether you want to display on the page layout or not. Everything will be there. But in the starting, we don't know page layout. We don't know profile. Blah blah blah. Now we know everything. Understand? That's the reason again I am explaining the same concept. Okay. Now save and new. Why? I want to create one more field. Start date. What is the next field? End date. When your leave will be end. Date. Next. What is that? And the date. And date should be, again, it is a date type. Which people want to see this field? The security. We will give you the profile level security. Which profile want to see? Not all the people want to see this field. Only employees and managers, not other people. So leave this. One is administrator, one is reception users. The remaining people don't require. Understand? Like that, we are providing the security. Next, this field will be visible to which page layout? For example, you have, see, this is a page layout. Yes, I want to add it. Next, what next? Reason request type. I don't want to add reason, guys. You can add it. Request type. Request type is a pick list. Request type. Enter your values. What is the request type? Sick leave. Casual leave. Okay, that's it. If you want, you can add remaining. Next. Visible to all. Don't require visible to all. What is that again? System administrator able to access reception profile. Next. Save and new. What next? Request type done. Reason done. Okay, as of now, okay guys, I don't want to create Okay, we'll see. Now, object is ready. You need to give the tab access, right? Go to tabs. Click on tabs. Which tab? You are creating the custom object. So custom object tab. Click on new. See here, leave request. Why? Only one object without tab is there. That's the reason that object is coming. Now, style, anything is fine. I am creating compass or something, blue color. Next, save. Now here also see guys, this tab is visible to which profile? Understand? That means while you are creating anything at that time, we are giving the security. Understand? Now you know, right? This tab is belongs to default on. That means all profiles able to see. Don't require. Right? This tab is belongs to what is that? Which application? Apollo application. So first default off. All are off. All are off. Except see now you can click on this. Which people want to see this tab? Which profile people? System administrator want to see and reception profile want to see. This is the way of doing in the real time, not in the starting way. Understand guys? Understand? In the real time you are doing like this only. This is the perfect way. Not in the demo at the time we don't know these all the concepts. That's the reason we are click next, click next. Right? Now every page, every navigation you can understand. Okay, this is the profile level security. Which profile I want to give the access? Previously we don't know. Okay? Next, now this tab is visible to which people? Reception profile people, administrator people. Next, now see, we are giving the access to two profiles. Now, okay, two profiles. Then which application want to see? You want to add this tab. See, all applications are there. So this application, this tab is belongs to which application? Apollo Hospital related. Remove it. So which application? Where is the Apollo? The last. Apollo. Understand? Apollo Hospitals. Save it. That means you are creating the tab. The tab access you are provided to two type of profiles, system administrator and reception. And the tab will be visible only Apollo. That type of things you are already provided. Okay, guys. Now see Apollo Hospitals leave. For example, if you go to sales, in the sales you are added the leave. Did you add that leave request? No, right? See, in the sales application you are not added. Leave request not come. Understand? But you are added the tab into Apollo Hospitals. See, Apollo Hospital leave request is coming. Now if you click on it, start date, end date, request type. If you want to add description, you can. But my requirement is, see, now I can understand. See, for example, Naresha. Okay, I will tell you in the different way. Go to that guy. Users. Who is the employee? Peter. Come to Peter. I will log in with Peter credentials. In that guy open in their org. Now see guys, this guy which profile? Reception. You are already giving the app permission. You are already giving the app permission. Why it is not coming? Peter, why the tab is not coming? Why guys? This is the Apollo Hospital application. Why the tab is not coming? Understand guys? Can you tell me anybody why the tab is not coming? For Peter, you are giving the tab access to whom? Peter is not system admin, but we are already giving this guy, right? the tab, while you are creating the tab, you are giving the access to whom? Reception profile. The tab access, we are giving the reception profile, right? But why it is not coming? Yeah, which permission, guys? Yeah, why? Because here you are giving the tab access, but with the tab access and field access. But what about object access? Something is missing. Understand? If you go to here as a system administrator, you can go to reception profile, then check tab access is there or not. See which tab? Which tab? Leave request tab. Check it. Leave request tab, custom object tab. Leave request. Where is the leave request? On. Okay. Tab access is there. Within the tab, what is there? Object. Check it. Custom object. Where is that? Object permission not there. You are giving the tab access, but not object. Understand? Understand, guys? Why it is not coming? Clear? Which visibility you are given? Reception profile. Reception profile. Object level ichara. Object level ichara. Tab level, we are giving the tab level and field level. Tab level, and whenever you are creating the field, start date, end date, blah blah blah. At that time, you are giving the field level permission. But while you are creating the field or while you are creating the object level permission page is not coming. Understand? You are giving the tab level permission and object within that field level, but not object level. Understand? That means there is a 3 steps. Tab, object, fields. You are giving the tab permission and field permission. What about object? Understand? That is the reason it is not coming. Clear? These are the things you need to identify. Okay. Now, for example, who is this guy? Reception guy. Reception guy able to see their record, able to create their record, able to edit, and able to delete. Okay. We'll see. Don't record view all, right? He is not able to see other people data. Okay. Save it. Understand what we are missing? Understand? Tab level we are given, field level, but object level is missing. Then go to object and add it. So now this guy open the request. For example, Peter want to go to some vacation or something. He want to create one record. For example, he needs next month, sorry, this month, 10th to 10th is Sunday, na? Okay. Monday to Friday. 5 days this guy required. What is that? Leave. Okay. Now he enter the date and request type is casual. Request type is casual. Now he click on save record. Now he click on save record. We are just adding the data. But this is, for example, what is the request number? 001. Now the process is started. As of now, we are just discussing. But now what we will implement? So now as an employee, he creating one request for leave request, right? Now this request is going to whom? That guy manager. Did you add any configuration the manager as of now? No, right? So that means the first step is we'll discuss one by one. Whenever employee, any employee, reception profile also, create record here. Create record. Then who is the employee here? In our case, Peter. Peter is the employee. This employee creating open their org and creating the leave request. Whenever this guy click on the save record, record is created. One record is created generally, right? Now I want just a record data is created like this. Only data is created. Okay. But I want to submit this to their manager. I want to send this. I want to submit. That guy want to submit that request to their manager. So the first step is for example, his manager is, who is this guy? Naresh. We have only two members, right? Two members manager. First of all, whenever this guy is submit this request, that request going to that guy manager, not all managers. So the first step is configure respective employee manager. Configure respective employee manager. For example, I am the architect. For example, I am the manager. I have like 12 members are there, my team. That 12 members, I am the, what is the manager. But as an architect, I have a, what is that? Director, senior director, VPs, vice presidents, so many people are. For example, if I am taking the leave, why? Because my under like 12 projects are there. 12 projects, 12 managers. 12 managers, 12 delivery heads, right? So that means in my case, some person's point of view, not only one person is a approval. Multiple people are, group of people are approvals. Understand? For example, Ashok is a person, he's an architect. In their hierarchy, this guy is reporting to five people. One director, 3 delivery heads, or 2 managers, something. Total 5 members are there. That means in that case, Ashok, whenever that guy submit the request, that request is going to these 5 members. Understand what I'm saying? There is a 2 ways. Okay, second way, leave it. That is also one possibility. Okay, so but in our case, what is that? One employee, one manager. So in that case, you can inform to the runtime engine. Hey, runtime engine, whenever I click on it, submit it, please go to, what is that? Please submit this to whom? My respective manager. Go to my manager. This is the first step. Runtime engine, how the runtime engine know Peter manager is Naresh? That is the first problem. Understand? That is the first problem. First, you need to, whenever Peter submitted, this request going to their manager. Who is the manager in this case? We have one user, Naresh, assuming it. How we are informing to runtime engine? Hey, runtime engine, I click on submit, you can go to my manager, Naresh. This is the first one. You need to do first step like this. How to do, we'll see. First, we will segregate that entire step by steps. Okay, we'll discuss what we want. Then we can do that. Second step. Second step. Second step. Here, who is this guy? This is the guy. He click on save, but where is the submit button? You can enable the submit button, right? Submit to what record is created, but that, for example, I'm creating the record, but I don't know after 5 hours or tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I know I want to submit this. Whenever my manager mood is good, at the time I will submit. But meanwhile, I'm creating my record. Understand? That's the reason I need to enable, what is that? Submit button. This is the second step. That means whenever you are enable the submit button, it is going to respective manager. These 2 steps we need. Okay. Third step. What is the third step? Now this request is going to manager. For example, submit button is there. Click on submit button. It is going to These two steps, we are creating submit button and send the request to respective manager. Okay. But whenever it is going to the respective manager, how I know my request is successfully going to my, what is that, respective manager? What is the status of my request? Understand? For example, this guy click on approval. How I know my request is approved? This guy click on reject. How I know my request is rejected? Every time, every 1 hour, I don't want to call to my manager. That guy will beat you, right? It is not professional way. So how I know my request is submitted successfully or approved or rejected or change the content, something blah blah blah. For that purpose, what should I do? I will create one field here to track my request. I will create one field. What is the field? Status. Status. The status is I want to add some fields. What is that? Submitted, approved, rejected, recall. These are the fields I want to add in this. What is that? Field. Why? Whenever I click on submit, the default value is submitted. Okay. Now it is going to here. This guy is approved. Automatically, I want to change the status to approved. Then you can understand, oh, my request is approved. Whenever this guy is rejected, then here status is updated to rejected. This guy is saying that, okay, hey Peter, you were applied the 5 days leave, but I am giving as of now for 2 days. That means recall. In that case, I want to track the, what is that? I want to update the status field to recall. Understand? That is the reason I will create one field first here. I will create one more field. What is the field name? Status. Understand why I am creating it? Status field. Click on new. Status is which type? Pick list. Why? Multiple values. Multiple values, right? Status. What is that first? Submitted, approved, rejected, recall. Okay. Now again same. Next. Now field level security. Which people want to see this field? Not all. Which profile? System administrator. This one. These two. Okay. Next. Adding that field into the page layout. Save. Now see. Come to here. Reload it. Now status is this one. Okay. Whenever this guy click on it, submitted, right? I want to, okay, I will tell you later. Okay. Now this is also problem. Now second thing, what is that? We are already added. Once this request is going to here, you need to enable the buttons. Which buttons? The manager point of view. What is the buttons we required? Approved, rejected, recall. These buttons also we want to enable for the manager. Understand? This entire configuration, the Salesforce people giving one concept called approval process. Very easy. Okay. What is that? Approval process. Within the approval process, we need to configure these all those things, whatever we discussed. And one more thing. For example, please remember, who is this guy? Peter create the record. Okay. Assuming it, he submitted. Whenever he submitted, it is going to whom? Manager. Manager want to see the record. Okay. But meanwhile, what is that? This guy changing the data. What is the data? Instead of 5 days, this guy changing the 10 days. Manager giving the manager point of view 5 days approval leave, but he's changing the data. Then what is that? In this guy point of view 10 days, manager point of view 5 days. It is a, what is that? It is not correct, right? Whenever request is going to the manager, again you are updating the data. That is not correct. Why? That request is already in your manager hand. Until that guy is rejected or recall or approved, you can't do anything. That is the reason. What should I do? Whenever anybody submit this request, I want to log the record. Log the record means until your manager is approved or rejected, blah blah blah, you can't do anything. I'm locking the record. Nobody, even though who created Peter also not able to edit it or delete it, blah blah blah. That is called locking the record. That functionality also we will implement it. Understand why we need to lock the record? Understand? So how to do that? These all those things come under what is the concept? Approval process. Now come to here. What is that? Approval process. So first it is asking, hey, Salesforce asking which object I want to implement the approval process. Why? Approval process come under what is that? These buttons, this locking the record, everything is coming automatically. How? That is the reason here it is asking which object I want to give the approval process, the submit button. Okay, but before that, first of all, Peter is submit the record. Peter is submit this request. Now runtime engine is checking, hey, who is the Peter manager? I want to configure that. Okay, how? Who is the user? Who is the employee? Peter, right? Go to users. I'm configure user related manager. Go to users. Which user? Which user? Peter. Whenever you are joined any company, okay, Salesforce people giving the Salesforce org, right? The Salesforce team. At that time, you are belongs to which team or you are belongs to under which manager? Those people are added in the user record. Where? That field already provided by the Salesforce. See, every user manager is there. Manager is on leave, delegated approval. This is not required. Here, manager. Now click on edit. In our case, Peter manager is who? Naresh. We have only one user. I'm configured. Where is that? Manager. Naresh. Save. Now runtime engine is understand who submit the record. Who is created? Peter. Peter submit this record. Now runtime, hey, who is the Peter manager? Go to the user record and check who is the manager. Naresh. That request is going to Naresh. The first problem will be resolved. Clear? Any questions as of now? Any questions? Anybody? Everybody clear? Please ping me remaining people. Okay, nice. Then, so the first problem is resolved. Now, what is the next problem? Enable submit button, this approved button, reject button, blah, 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 blah. And once this guy is submitted, we are log the record and the respective manager get the notification and he is open that record and click on approved, rejected, blah, blah, blah. Right? So how to do that? These all are come under approval process. Okay? Very easy, guys. If you understand this flow, it is very easy. Otherwise, you couldn't understand, to be honest. Now, which object? Which object you are implementing the approval process? Leave request. For example, in the different way, opportunity. You are in the sales team, you want to work on one opportunity. Okay, your organization saying that, hey guys, sales team guys, if you are working any opportunity, you need to get the approval from your manager. In that case, you can implement that approval process for opportunity. In the opportunity, click on submit button. That opportunity request going to your manager. Manager is approved. Then you can work on it. Opportunity. Understand? Any object, guys. In our case, leave request is everybody understood. That's the reason I'm taking this example. Okay? Yeah. Now here, leave request. L. Okay. Now see, guys. First, create new approval process. Okay? Use jumpstart wizard, use standard setup wizard. That means that guy is asking all configuration, do you want to in one page or multiple pages? Total configuration, 10 configurations are there. Do you want one page I want to display or 10 configuration within, what is that, 3 to 4 pages? That is the meaning of that. Using jumpstart wizard or standard setup wizard. That means the page, whatever configuration you are doing, right? Do you want one single page you are doing all those things or multiple pages? That is the only difference. Understand? I'm using standard. Second option. See here, it is a multiple pages. Okay. Process name. What is the process? Leave request approval process. Click on next. Now it is asking, see, multiple pages are coming, right? Multiple pages. For example, I am selecting the starting. Go to approval process. This one, jumpstart wizard. See, all are in one page. Previously, this is one page, this is one page coming, right? Now all are in one page. This is good actually. Why? Because all are in one page, right? Why are multiple pages? What is that? What is the one? Leave request, approval process, unique name, API name, approval assignment template. Do you want to use any email template? Understand? Select it. You know how to create the email template. You can create one email template, assign it. That, what is that? That template is going to your manager. Okay. Now, add submit for approval button and approval history related to list. That means I told you, right? That button is added and who is submitted, what is the approved or rejected, everything will be coming under this option. Understand? Very easy, guys. I'm explaining overview, total 1 to 100. I'm explaining it. The total process and business. But configuration is very simple. Understand? But before you are using this, how to use, where to use, in which scenario. That's what we discussed. Okay. Now, criteria. What is the criteria? Criteria means field also we can add leave request to C manager. Reporting manager field also we can add leave request to C manager. But we are not doing, man. Why? Because what is that? One of the guy is saying that here you can add that manager also, manager field. Why are you adding? One guy already manager is defined. Why are you again you are creating one more field and add the manager every time? Understand? It's waste of time, right? One person, one manager already in user, you are already configured. Why are you adding it? Okay. Yeah. Now, what is that? This one. Understand, Pankaj? Pankaj understood? Yeah. So now use this approval process if following. For example, this guy created the record. This guy created a record. Now, for example, submit button is there. If that guy click on submit, but this guy not added start date. This guy not added start date. Then manager getting this request. The manager, how this guy or the manager is understood how many days he wants. End date is there. When is the start date? That means manager couldn't understand. That is the reason. First, manager point of view. Okay, what is the data is required? there is two ways. You can add the mandatory, or other way, start date is must be there, end date must be there, and request type must be there. Then only you can submit the approval process. Otherwise, don't do it. Any approval process, when to start, when to end, what is the leave type, reason or leave type. So if these three things are there, then only you can submit the approval process. Otherwise, don't submit it. So in that case, I need to create the rule. Record also fine. In other way, what is the rule? Criteria matter. What is the criteria? Leave, start date not equal to empty. When approval should be starts. If leave not equal to start date, not equal to empty, and end date not equal to empty. What is the third one? What is third one? Typo, not status, guys. Leave request typo. Where is that? Request typo not equal to empty. Understand? These all are not equal to empty. Then only here runtime engine you can send this request to their manager. If anything is empty, don't send it. Understand? So that problem also resolved. That means manager getting the proper data, not partial data. That problem also resolved. Okay. Sajid, if you are adding the validation rule, that is again one more configuration. Why are you adding validation rule? Right? Already in the approval process, these guys are provided. Why are you creating one more? What is that? A validation rule, right? So this problem will be resolved. Okay. Now select approval. When this approval is going to, whenever these three fields are not empty, to whom? See here, let us submit, choose the approval manually. You can choose manually who is the manager, blah, blah, blah. Don't require. Why manually? It is waste of time. Automatic assign approval using the standard custom hierarchy. That means your manager. Custom hierarchy. Custom hierarchy means user related manager. This one. That means runtime engine is coming. Okay, this guy related manager. Who is the manager? Who was submitted? Peter. Peter manager is Naresh. It is going to Naresh. In the other area, what is that? Automatically assign the queue. In my case, what is that? My delivery heads are 3 members. My directors are 2 members. My manager is 1 guy. Total 6 members. I want to create one queue. Queue means which object, which people. Leave request object, 5 members. I'm creating one queue and assign the queue here. Understand? It is a group of people. So, but in my case, what is the automatically assign the approval? Some cases, for example, freshers are there. All freshers, what is that? In the MNC company, for example, 200 freshers are there. All freshers, HR is a approval. So, in that case, user is your HR. So, you can, depending on your business, you can configure which people it is going to. In our case, whoever entered, that guy respect to manager. That is most probably we are using this. Why? Because one guy is, what is that, going to the vacation. That guy manager want to give the approval. That's the reason most probably we are using this. Okay. Now, save it. What is that? Remember, you will not able to use this approval process until it has been activated. Approval process is created, but you must activate it. Same validation rule, you must activate it. Same record type, you must activate it. Same like that, approval process will be created, but you must activate. That is the warning. Okay. Okay. Next, view approval process details. What is the details? We are just in this case, in the first step, what is the, when the approval process is started, when the 3 fields, start date, end date, what is the other? Request type. Must be some data, and whenever it's submitted, it is going to respect to manager. That is the only thing we are doing. But what is the left? Whenever it is going to here, first, The status must be submitted. And this record must be locked. Right? Whenever this guy is approved, you need to update the status to approved. Whenever this guy is rejected, you need to update the status to rejected. These all steps you need to configure. How? View approval process details. See, this is the part you are doing now. Leave request approval process. It is not active. Next, automated approval determined by record submitter manager. Whoever submitted the record, that guy manager. Next, in this case, created by will be helpful, right? Created by helpful. Whoever created at the time created by Ashok. Ashok manager is going. That is the importance of the created by. Understand? Now, entry created. When it started, leave request start date not equal to null, end date not equal to null, and leave request type not equal to null. Okay. Next. Leave it. Yeah. So initial submission action. What is that? Initial. Initial means who is doing the initial submission? Starting, who submitted? The employee, Peter, right? Now, whenever Peter is submitted, initial. Whenever initial means who submitted? Peter submitted record, employee. Whenever employee submitted, automatically record is locked. You are not doing anything. See, initial submitter. Who is initial submitter? Employee. Whenever employee submit the request is automatically locked. You are not doing anything. Whenever record is locked, but before record is locked, I want to change the status to what? Change the status to submitted. That means I want to change the field. Field, what is it? I want to change the status is equal to submitted. How? Here, add new. Do you want to send the email whenever record is submitted? Or do you want to field update or outbound message? Outbound message means you want to send the message to out of the Salesforce. It is an integration. Leave it. In our case, field update. Which field you want to update? Status is equal to submitted. So click on it. Status field updated to what is that? Submitted. Which object? I'm status field update to submitted. Okay. Which object? Leave request. Which field? Which field you want to update? Status. What is the value? What is the value? A specific value. Submitted. That's it. Save. So that means whenever these all conditions are true, what is that? Field is updated to submitted and record is locked. This is which type? Which side? Only employee side. Employee side, whenever he submitted, the runtime engine checking these conditions, everything good or not. Everything is correct. Then what is that? Status is changing to submitted and record is locked. So status submitted, record is locked. Then request is going to whom? Their manager. Already manager also we are already submitted. Who will do that? Runtime engine. Okay, record is locked. This guy is submitted. Submitted is equal to type is equal to submitted and record is locked. Then that request is automatically going to who is submitted? Created by Peter. Peter user. And in the Peter user, who is the manager? Naresh. Then the request is going to Naresh. This is who is doing runtime engine. Understand? Now guys, now this request is going to see whenever it is submitted, it is checking all conditions are true or not. If everything good, the record is what is that? The status is submitted and record is locked. Then this request is going to manager. Now, right? Next in the manager side, you want to do it. Now come to here. Initial employee side. Don't require this. Now, manager may be approved, rejected, or recall. right? These are the only three chances. If manager mood is good, he is approved. Bad, he is rejected. Sometimes want to change the, what is the content? Instead of 5 days, I'm giving only 2 days, blah, blah, blah. That is called recall. So that means final approved or final reject or final recall. Now see, if that guy is approved, final approval action. Final approval action. So whenever these are coming, automatically these buttons are enabled. You don't want to do anything. Buttons are automatically coming. Understand? Whenever this approval process is activated. Here submit button, these all buttons automatically activated. Whenever you are activate the approval process. You don't want to worry about that. But whenever this guy is approved, how this guy knows it is approved or not, you can again change the status to approved, right? Whenever this guy click on the approve button, the manager, then you need to write one logic. What is that? Status is equal to approved. Then this employee knows, okay, my request is approved. That means you want to again change the field update. Whenever approved button. Where is the approved button configuration? Final approval action. See, record is logged. Okay, log the record from being edited. Now again field update. Whenever you are click on approve button, what do you want? Status field update to approved. Again status field update to which field? Approved. You are configure this entire action the, what is it? Final approval section. Whenever that guy is click on, whenever that guy click on approval button, what is the action? Record is locked. See, log the record from being edited and field is updated to approved. For example, this guy is rejected. Now field is updated to rejected. Again same, field update, submitted, approved. What is that now? Rejected. Rejected. This. Now status is equal to, what is the field update? Rejected. Save it. Now again recall. Recall means again field update to recall. Now user understand based on status whether that guy request is approved, rejected or recall. Recall. What is that? Status field update to recall. That's it. Done, guys. Okay. Now see, this is the approval process. When this approval process started, whenever start date not equal to null, end date not equal to null, request type not equal to null. Who is the approver? That guy manager. Whenever initial submission, whenever any employee submit the record, field is updated to submitted and record is logged. Whenever that guy, it is going to respect to manager the request, then manager may be approved, rejected or recalled. If manager is approved, then how do you know? Field is changing to approved. If manager is rejected, field is changing to rejected. If manager is recalled, field is changing to recall. So the user means employee identified, okay, my record is approved, my request is rejected, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, yes. Now see guys, now what is that? Go to here. See, we are creating the approval process on which object? What is the object name? Which object, guys? This is leave request. That means in the leave request approval process is there. Now see the beauty of the feature. Button is coming. Why? Why? Why the button is coming? We are creating the approval process for that object. That is the reason approval button is coming. The remaining button, what is that? Approval process not there. That's the reason approval button not coming. That means you are not creating any buttons. Whenever you are creating the approval process, automatically this configuration is coming. Clear? So this button, when this button is coming, if this object, what is the object? Leave request. This leave request object having the approval process, then automatically in the related list submit for approval button is coming. Okay. Now I will submit it. As we discussed, whenever I submitted, who submitted? Peter. Who is the Peter manager? Naresh. Runtime engine going to checking who is submit for this record? Peter. Then it is going to Peter record. Who? Runtime engine. Within the Peter record, who is the manager? It is checking. See here. Naresh IT manager. Okay. Otherwise, here user details are coming. It is taking some time. Click on user details. User is coming. So, okay. Now, runtime engine open the see overview here. My settings. People. It is taking some time. Directly go to user. Okay. Now runtime is going to user. Within the user, who is there? Manager is there. That manager getting the sending the request. Now I will click on it. Okay. Runtime engine know who submitted. The submitted guy related. Manager also runtime engine knows. Click on it. Is it work? See, what is that? Once you submit this record approval, you might not able to edit. Yes. Why? Record is locked. Okay, that why? Because in the approval process, the standard functionality already there. Okay. What happened? Unable to submit for approval. Why? The record does not meet the entry criteria. Blah blah. Or what is that? Contact to a system administrator. What is the entry criteria? Start date. Okay. I want to edit the start date. Entry criteria not there, right? Start date. Save it. Submit for approval. Why it is very slow? Submit for approval. Okay. What happened? Unable to submit. Why? Why? Still criteria is correct. Right? What is the criteria? Start date is there, end date is there, type also there. But still not. Why? Because in the second step, you need to check what is that? Whether it is active or not. It is not active. That's the reason it is not working. Then click on activate button. Why I am telling means all the people sending the mail after this concept is over, sir, whatever you said, I am doing same as a typewriter, but I'm not using my brain. But still, what is that? This request is not going. Okay, please use the brain. Activate button. Now, see guys, submit for approval. What happened, man? Why it is taking this much of time? Even runtime engine also couldn't understand our configuration. That much of configuration we did. Now I will create. Okay, I will create one record. Yeah, why? Okay, see guys, I will create one more record. Today, not today. 7th to 14. Request type is future sick leave don't apply, right? We don't know, right? In the future, we are getting the sick leave. Manager directly come to your home. How do you know you have future? We are getting the sick status. Okay, save it. Now, why internet is very slow? No, I think Sajid, it is a internet issue. I will user. Who is the user? This is the user. I will create. I will open that login dot. See, even login screen also it is taking so much of times. If it is stopped, then I will click on it. If still record is loading. It is an internet issue, guys. One second. ఇంటర్నెట్ చాలా స్లో వస్తుంది అబ్బా ఇంటర్నెట్ చాలా స్లో వస్తుంది okay guys see here see submit for approval what happened record is locked status is submitted okay status is submitted record is locked from which side employee side now see here edit why why record is locked why the ball in manager code the request is in manager code until manager is approved or rejected you can't do anything okay come here now see how do you know here see step 1 see this is the first one 4 3 10 9 submitted who Peter is submitted then next step pending which side Naresh side so వచ్చింది ఓకేనా అది ఫ్లెక్చువేట్ అవుతుంది ఎందుకో మరి ఇప్పుడేం చేయొద్దు చూద్దాం సో ఓవరాల్ స్టాటస్ pending from which side Naresh side every day this guy open their what is that the ticket and see this what is happening pending from which side Naresh side okay now ball is in which court Naresh court now open the Naresh org how Naresh knows the request is coming this is the Naresh the first way is this guy every day open the leave request and see the records whenever he is open that what is that the same record is coming but can you tell me what is the difference between these two screens guys use your only eyes don't use any brain what is the difference between these two screens Use your eyes, don't use brain. What is that? In the Naresh point of view, see, reassign, approve, reject is coming. Here the buttons are not there. Why? He's a manager. He's a approver. Approver, already approved and rejected buttons are come. And recall also. Understand? But here, this guy don't have approved. Why? He's an employee. But Naresh is a manager. Manager point of view, approve, reject, and recall. Done. For example, this guy is on leave. Now he's reassigned to their manager. Understand? Who is already working. That is called reassign. Clear? Clear? Here we are not writing any single button as well. All are taken care by the approval process. No need to worry about. But how to use efficiently, that is up to your brain. Okay? Yeah. Recall is coming from manager side, right? Recall is coming from which side? Manager. Why recall? Change the date. I don't want to give the 10 days leave. Recall. What is that? Recall means change the content to only 2 days. Understand, Sajid? Recall nothing but manager is telling that, hey, what is that? Hey, Peter, you are requesting 7 days, but I'm not giving 7 days. In that case, that guy click on the recall and give the description. That description going to Peter. Based on the description, again, what is that? That guy is changing the record. Understand? Peter, why recalling? Man, Peter, why recalling? Peter submit the record. Peter is submit the record, right? Why he is recalling? Peter side also recall button is there, but why recall means I will tell you. See, Peter side also recall. Where is the recall? Peter side, 1 second, I will tell you. We have one, okay, 1 second, I will tell you in the different way. Okay, so first I will let me complete. So here side, here guys, now manager getting, who is the manager? Naresh. Naresh is, for example, want to, what is that? How many days? 7 days. So this guy says, I am giving only 3 days. Can you please change it? Then recall it. Then recall it. What is that? Add the description. Hi, Peter, as per project, is a reception guy, right? Why project? As per our work, as of now, I will give you only 3 days. Next month, you can apply remaining. Okay? Understand? That is the description he will give to whom? Now, recall approval request. Recall. He is again sending the what is the message to whom? Peter. Now see here, record is locked, right? Record is locked, right? Already recall means record must be edit format. We'll see. Now that request is coming to see now. There is no lock. Why? Manager is recalling. Hey guys, can you please change the content? Change the content means unlock the record. That is also automatically taking care of the approve process. Now see this guy. What is that? Recall. Oral status is recall. Recall. What is Naresh? Assign to Naresh. Hi Peter, as per our work, give the 3 days. Then this guy 7 to, for example, 10 days. Or 14, right? 12 to 14. See status also recall. Okay. Now save it. Now submit for approval. Why? Again, we need to submit for approval. taking lot of time. Hey, yaar, what happened, man? తిరుగుతా ఉంది. నాకు కళ్ళు తిరుగుతుంది. Okay. Now submit for approval. He's already changing, right? Submit for approval. Now again, record is locked. Why? Ball is in manager code. Pending. So all history here tracked. What is going on? Now, previously manager is opened this, but manager is not opened this. Why? Because every day that guy having so much of work. Why the guy is open? Okay, today how many days are applying the leaves? That guy will not open, guys, the object. How the manager is getting? One is in the email. Email getting the notification. I will show you. Okay, email, and other one is whenever manager is opened, which tab is opened? Home. Go to home page. Here in the related list, in the home page, approval related, he don't want to go to object and click on it. Don't require. Whenever manager is opened in the home page by default tab, right? In the default tab in the below, what is that? Items to be approved. That record is coming. Now this guy is approved or rejected from here. Manager don't want to go to the object. This is the second way. One is going to object. That's the traditional one. Second way, whenever manager open in the home tab, under below, there is a related list called manage. Item to be approved. Which items you want to approve? Click on it. Now this guy is thanks. Okay. Approve or reject. Approve. Okay. Approved. Now approved. After approved also, this is not edited. Why? This guy, the nonsense people are changing the content, right? That's the reason Salesforce not provide the editable option. Why? It is approved. Why are you again you are modifying the content? Your manager is accepted, right? So this record still same. Clear? Clear everybody? ఎవరికి మేనేజర్ కా కన్సర్న్ వస్తుంది. This is not manager. This is not manager. This is who? He is already approved, right? Once he is approved, why are you recalling? If manager approved, recall. Why? Man, it is a lot of process, man. Okay. No, okay. We'll see. No need to worry about that. We'll see. Sorry, where is that? For example, first record. Submit for approval. In the real time, guys, to be honest, as of now, I didn't do this. As of now, in the real time, I didn't do this. Configuration, this configuration, I didn't do in my real time, guys. It's very, very rare scenarios. That means the less than 3 years, we are assigned these tasks. Okay. Approval process. Approval కొట్టేసరికి ఇంత టైం పడుతుంది. Your question is too costly. Time wise. If it is done, I want to explain one more. We'll see. Okay, we'll see. I want to learn something, right? If anything is breaking. Arey yaar. No, Srini. Yeah, submit for approval. Okay, nice. It is going to this guy. Which guy? Naresh. This is the Naresh. Naresh, go to home page and open the checking any today. Okay, one request is coming. This guy click on approve or reject. Here, if you click on approve or reject, that means you are already decided. I want to approve or reject it. For example, I want to recall it. Go to record. Understand? Your mind is whenever you are see here, what is that? Okay, this guy is already telling that I want to approve or reject. You are already decided, but you want to change the content or you want to see the description. Then go to record. In that case, recall button is coming. Approve or reject means approved or rejected buttons are coming. Here recall not coming. For example, why? Because you are already decided maybe approved or rejected. But I want to see the data total. I want to recall it. Then I want to check. See now, what is that? Recall is there, approved or rejected is there. If you go to the record, recall is coming. If you go to directly, approve or reject is button is coming. Understand? Yeah. Now one more thing. You can try it. Okay. For example, who is this guy? Peter. Peter want to take the leave from uh, what is that? 18 to 22. 18 to 22. But unfortunately, he is applying 20 and save it. How many days? He wants 5 days, but unexpectedly he is entered 3 days of the leave and he submitted. So he submitted. But actual he wants how many days leave? 5 days, but he's adding 3 days. He's already submitted. Without see the data, he's already submitted. Now the ball in Naresh court. He is not able to modify it. In that case, okay, you what is that? But he required 5 days leave, but unfortunately he's after 3 days. In that case, he want to change the content. But the first way you can call to whom? Your manager and do it. Otherwise, without we are avoiding these calls and everything, right? We need to automate the process. In that case, who is that guy? One more guy. Sajid, I think. Yeah, Sajid, your question answer. Here I want to apply the recall button. Recall button. In that case, he submitted. It is going to whom? Naresh. Immediately he click on the click recall. That means in the main side recall is coming. That means oh, this guy is modifying the content. If user employee is click on the recall, manager is holding. Why? Because okay, this guy is changing something. This is not actual request. Manager is click on the recall button. Then what happened? The respective employee changed the content. Understand? In that case, I want to apply the what is that? I want to add the recall button for user. That means employee. Understand? He submitted for 3 days, but he want 5 days. Request is already going. Now you can inform to your manager, hey manager, please wait. I want to change my content. In that case, you can click on the recall. So how to enable the recall button? Very easy. Here the options, guys, to be honest, you can Remember that option little bit difficult. Okay, here. What is the checkbox? Allow submitter to recall approval request. Submitter to recall. Understand? So you can check this checkbox. How? It is very, very difficult. Okay? Directly blindly edit. Go to last option. Edit. Last option. Initial submitter. First deactivate it. If you want to modify it, deactivate it. Then edit. Initial submitter. This is the initial submitter related activity, right? Initial submitter. Now in the below submission settings, allow submitter to recall approval request. Submitter to recall, not approval guy. Understand? Then save it. So now what happened? This checkbox is checking. Now activate it. Activated. Submitter, we are enable the recall button. Recall approval request. Who is this guy? Submitter. That option is coming from. This option is coming from what? Here. Understand? Sajit, now you can understand, right? Now, if this guy is click on recall, now manager is, this guy is adding that I want to change my dates. Please hold on. Something like that, okay? Now recall approval request. Whenever you are doing this, now this guy see in the manager. Whenever manager is saying that manager point of view, it is a recall and submit for approval. So recall means, yeah. Now this guy see, whenever this guy click on recall, what happened? It is edited. Now this guy is entered 001. Na? This one, na? No. Peter. One, na? Which one? Third, okay. Now, okay, he is changing the dates. 8 to 18 to 20. Now 18 to 22. Save it. Then submit for approval. See, I want to change my history is coming. It is going to Naresh. Now submit for approval. Understand? In the manager side, why recall? In the client, who is that guy? Employee side, why recall? Okay? Two minutes, guys. Now, again, he submitted. Whenever click on recall, what happened? Edited. Record is unlocked. Now, submitted. Now, again, same process. Which record it is? Third. Then, open the third record. Naresh is open third record. See, recall, blah, blah, blah. See, I want to change my date. Please hold on. Recall. Then manager is not approved. Now, trending from this guy. Now, this guy again recall or approve or rejected. Done, guys. Now, this guy is approved. Rejected. Anything is fine. For example, rejected. Approved, we already saw that, right? Rejected. Rejected. Here, rejected. Naresh. Understand? Any questions? Anybody? You can do that, Srini. Okay. Any questions? Anybody? Any questions? Anybody?
Second section.
Okay. Guys, class is over. If you want, you can drop out. What is that?
Approval process flow second section.
1 second. I will open that. Where is that, guys? It's gone up. Approval process. Okay. Second section, this one.
Approval steps.
Here, how many? It is a multiple approvals, guys. See, this is the step 1. You can add one more, that is step 2. Add one more, that is step 3. Here we are changing this, right? Here you can add, what is that? This total belongs to, see, step 1, right? This step 1 belongs to whom you are sending it. This guy want to what type of activities I want to. It is completely configuration, that schema level, these people. The Salesforce is identified. Okay, what is the steps I want to perform? Understand here, manager. So this manager side, I want to do these all the activities. See, this is completely automatically populated. See, whatever you are configured, approved actions, rejected actions, everything is come under this. Okay, this don't record for us. Okay.
Usually to next forward share, the forward share and
HR, that is different. That's the reason, guys. So whenever you are join any company, your manager leave request belongs to whom? Your manager or your senior manager or HR. It is already decided. Understand? Or some companies assign to queue. Within the queue, multiple. Your manager is there, HR is there, or senior manager is there. So many people. Anybody approved? This is approved. Understand? Like that, some people are designed. That is depending on business. Okay. Any questions, guys? Okay. Thank you. We'll see you. This one I will share with you. Thank you, guys. We'll see you on tomorrow.